Hello and welcome back to our special half episode dedicated to Kuruna's Newlywed Mode. So, let's get right into it. We've only got one more bachelorette after Kuruna, as you should know by now, if you're keeping up with the series. And that's gonna be Raven, so we'll get to Raven in the next episode. But for now, it's Kuruna's day. Which name would you like your wife to use for you? Heartmate? Partner, my love, papa, darling, beloved, dear, honey, or bones. We'll stick with bones. And then our nickname for our wife, Kuruna, Rune, darling, mama, honey, cuckoo, dearest, elder, Miss Kuruna. We'll just stick with Kuruna. Oh, hey, it's Kuruna and Honduras. I see. Is that so? Yes, if I could request you return to the settlement? Understood. I'll return shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be waiting to see you. Hi, Kuruna. Why was Honduras here? He's providing me with regular reports concerning the goings-on in the settlement. Speaking of, your timing couldn't have been better. I'd like to ask a favor in regards to that. If there's anything I can do to help, I'd be glad to.
Honduras has been researching a certain document we have at the settlement. He told me he found a concerning passage in it.
Concerning? How so?
From what he deciphered, it seems it's in regards to the settlement in ancient times. He asked if I might read over it, as I'm the present elder.
Wow, that sounds like it's important. But if it's just reading some ancient text, I can't really see where I could help. Strangely enough, Honduras specifically requested you come along with me. Huh? He asked for me too? If all he required was for me to confirm something in the text, all he'd need to do is bring the text here. But he went out of his way to ask both you and I to go see him at the settlement. He wouldn't do so for a frivolous reason. Yeah, but what kind of reason could it be? Perhaps he's lonely? That is surprisingly possible. It has been a while since you last stopped by, after all. That was a jest.
Still, this sounds like a great opportunity for us both to visit everyone back at the settlement. Why don't we go?
I'm flattered that you offer, but what about your work? Can you truly take that much time away? It'll be fine. If it's for you, I can take all the time you need.
Oh,
Really, Kuruna? You don't need to worry. Let's both go and see Honduras. I want to say hi to everyone else at the settlement, too.
Thank you.
Well then, when you're ready, we shall go. Okay, so we're just gonna take our portal. Honduras, I'm back. Hi, Honduras. Kuruna, welcome.
Oh?
You've arrived at an excellent time. I just now finished the preparations. Preparations? As we expected, this is more than simply checking over an old document. Correct. I wouldn't dream of asking you to make this trip for something as minor as that. I hear you needed me for something too? Indeed. I think the contents of this document would be of some interest to you as well. Something that interests me? Honduras, what sort of document is this? It is, I believe, a record of an ancient ritual that was once conducted here. I see. If it is a ritual, then as the elder, it's best that I was aware of it. The text says the following: a symbol of bounty will be offered up, and the loving couple shall present their testament. From what I can glean, it seems this was a right to pray for a bountiful harvest that eventually fell into disuse. For all that it fell into disuse, I'd expect the right for a bountiful harvest would have been an important one.
I see.
Though we didn't know, I can't help but feel we've disappointed our ancestors by allowing it to fade. Kuruna, I expect part of the reason it was abandoned was due to its difficulty. I can't honestly say there's a need for us to go out of our way to revive it. That said, it's still a part of our settlement's history and deserves respect as such. Whether or not we revive it is, I think, a decision that the elders should make.
Yes.
Even though it's been long forgotten, it's still an important piece of our history. I say we ought to conduct it as soon as we're able. Of course, I expected you to say as much. That's why I requested that you come along.
huh?
Huh? It is? The text says loving couple. I can't think of a more fitting of that description than the two of you. The two of you seem, to me, to be the perfect candidates to conduct it. A loving couple. Are you not, in fact, deeply beloved of each other? Well, yes, we are, but... Kuruna, I think we should do it. You are the elder, after all. Besides, everyone knows we can't get enough of each other.
Can we not go on about being a lovey-dovey couple, please? If I can sink into the floor right now, I would.
Anyway, Onzurus, you have a point. He and I will conduct the rite. Wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. So, what do we have to do first? Well, the text mentions a symbol of bounty. It seems logical to start by acquiring that. From what I've deciphered so far, I suspect it may mean dumplings. That's not the only item, of course, but I'm afraid I haven't made it far enough into the text to know what else is required.
Yes.
Alright, we'll begin by procuring some dumplings.
Thank you.
If you would, please. I'll continue my work with the text. Hopefully I'll have more information to present you then. Thanks, Honduras. We'll get right on it.
Good morning.
Okay, so we gotta make one dumpling. I do think that we need bamboo shoots for that. Oops, that's not. So it should be a steamer item. Okay, we just need rice flour, which is good because we have to until a lot of land in order to get a bamboo shoot.
Honestly.
So we'll wait until Hazel starts to run in the store. She usually starts at like 8 a.m. We're just gonna run around. I'm gonna buy a whole stack of rice flour just in case we need it later.
Welcome. Welcome. Good choice. Thank you kindly. Come again. Come again.
Honduras, we've returned. Hi, Honduras. We brought the dumplings. Welcome back, both of you. Will these work as symbol of bounty for the rite? Let me take a closer look. Yes, they should serve our purpose perfectly. In fact, they look delicious enough I wish I could partake of them myself. Don't. I was only jesting. Still, for you to acquire dumplings this quickly, all I can say is superbly done.
Did you expect any less? He is my husband after all. This was hardly more than a minor errand.
Honestly, it was as quick as it was because you're doing so much to help, Kuruna. You're really fired up to do everything you can as elder. My, it's wonderful how much the two of you respect each other. Asking the two of you to serve as a loving couple was clearly the correct answer. I'm sure none could fill the role better.
Wow. Now
Not?
you're making me blush.
This is perfectly normal for any couple. Stop teasing, Honduras. Oh no, I wouldn't call it normal by any stretch. I was just reminded that when the two of you work together, you can overcome any obstacle placed in your path. Anyway, enough about us. How much further have you gotten in the text? Ah yes, I've made good progress, thankfully. That said, as you two returned sooner than I expected, I've only managed to decipher the next symbol of bounty. So we need more than just dumplings. That we do. I'm fairly confident now that we will require 3 objects in total. What are these other items then? Next, I must ask you to bring a snapper. The third item I'm not yet certain of. I need to make further progress in the text. A snapper? Gotcha. While we get that, keep working on the text if you please. Let's be on our way. Right. Okay, let's go to the Sharon's tree. Kuruna, are you doing okay? You aren't tired, are you? I'm fine, thank you. Still, maybe we should take a break here. No, really, I'm not that tired. You're overworking yourself, Kuruna. That isn't good for you. Alright. So there are 3 symbols of bounty in total. I hope we're able to acquire them all. I'm sure we will. The two of us working together, we'll get them all, no problem. Even Honduras said we would. True. Kuruna, you wouldn't happen to be having doubts, would you? No, I'd never doubt you. But I will say the weight of the responsibility has me feeling a touch anxious.
Yes.
Though we're married and I've moved into the town, I'm still the settlement's elder. Boy, you really are a hard worker. Have I ever told you how much I respect that part of you? It's one of the things I love the most.
You love...
Thank you. The settlement is a precious place to you, isn't it? Yes, it's where...
raised. No matter how far I move away, I'll always want to do everything I can to protect it.
Do you ever wish you could move back? I mean, it's such a big part of who you are. You still serve as elder, too. Isn't it awkward to live so far away from it? Not that I'm suggesting we live apart or anything. I'm just trying to say you don't have to worry about me. You can live wherever you want to. Say that again, and I'll be very upset with you.
Sorry.
You may not think so, but the house we share together is also a very, very important place to me. I chose to marry you. I chose to leave the settlement. I chose to live with you. My life together with you is just as precious to me as my life in the settlement.
Kuruna.
I'm sorry. I really shouldn't have said that.
No.
It's alright. I made you worry. But you oughtn't. I'm far happier with my life now than you may think. I'm both the settlement's elder and your wife. I couldn't ask to be blessed with two greater, more worthwhile roles. Both of them at the same time seems like you must be awfully busy. Yes, I am indeed busy, but it's a good kind of busy. I enjoy it. She's very cute. So we're gonna go to Oddward now with our lily pad magic seed and catch some snapper. So snapper are an autumn fish, I believe. We could probably even catch it in our own lake right now, but let's just go to Oddward because I feel like we'll have a higher chance of getting it. I'm gonna get rid of these monsters over here so they're not shooting at us while we're trying to fish. And we'll do our fishing. I didn't realize that if you have someone in your party, they're kind of just SOL with the tools. Like, she's on the other side of the lake right now because she can't be on the lily pad with us. Just something to think about. I don't know. So the snapper should be a big size fish shadow. I think it's a red fish too. So we'll be sitting here for a while. Here's our first snapper. There's number 2, so we just need one more. And that's number 3. So let's head back to the Univere settlement. Hey Honduras, we're back! Many welcome returns, both of you.
Yes.
We've brought the snapper for the ride.
Oh?
Thank you, if I may. Yes, this is indeed excellent. In fact, I'm almost tempted to personally sample. Don't you dare. I know. Honduras, any issues with the translation? Oh no, it went quite smoothly, fortunately enough. I discovered the passage which details the 3rd symbol of bounty required. There are only 3 in total, right? Great, that means this is the last one. What is it, Honduras? Enough dithering. Tell us. I would very much like to do so, but... Huh? But what? Is there something else? Possibly? The more I've thought about it, the more one other element of this rite has come to concern me. The text reads, a symbol of bounty will be offered up, and the loving couple shall present their testament.
Thus we, the loving couple, are going about collecting those symbols of bounty.
Indeed, but what's sticking in my mind is the part about presenting their testament. So just collecting the 3 symbols of bounty isn't enough? I can't say for certain yet, but there's simply something about that passage that niggles at my mind. Is niggles a real word? I'm gonna Google that. I was under the impression that our efforts to collect the 3 items would be testament. As was I at first. In fact, I'm still fairly certain it is, but not entirely. What are your thoughts, Kuruna? Regardless of whatever the testament turns out to be, we do know for sure that we are required to assemble the 3 symbols, correct? Yep, that's correct.
Yes.
While he and I retrieve the final one, continue deciphering the text and see what you find. We can think further on your concerns once that's accomplished.
Thank you.
A wise plan. As you suggested, I did intend to request it. You require the final symbol of bounty. According to the text, that symbol is a prelude to love. With that, we'll have the 3 required for the rite.
Yes.
Understood. We shall handle that part. Please continue your efforts in translating the text. Of course, hopefully a little further progress will present clearer information. Let's get to it then. Thanks, Honduras. Come, let's see about acquiring that prelude to love. So, niggles is a real word. It like the Google verb usage is pretty much the same as how Honduras used it, which is a little funny. But it means to cause slight but persistent annoyance, discomfort, or anxiety, or the noun, niggles, a trifling complaint, dispute, or criticism. I guess it might be slang of some sort. I don't know. Seems like an interesting word. But let's go get this prelude to love. So it says make it, but I wonder if we could find a way around that. And I know exactly where to find prelude of love, or prelude to love. So we're gonna see what's the best thing to do about this. So I'm gonna buy another lily pad seed because I put mine in my pocket.
Thank you. Come back again soon.
And I think we need one to get where I'm thinking we can get prelude to love, but just in case it doesn't work. Let's look at the recipe. I think it's a drink recipe. Here it is. So you would need a pink melon and a strawberry for it. So we're gonna get those growing and then see if I can do something about them. We have to go to the general store.
Hi, welcome. Welcome.
And thankfully they're both, what are these called?
Good choice. Thank you kindly.
Spring plants. So we're just gonna head to Primavera and plant these 9 seeds.
Again.
Well, there's 18, 9 each. And then we're gonna head to the Dragon Lake. Oh, dang it. I've got my numbers, or my not my numbers, my buttons mixed up. Alright, anyways. So I think that there's a portal in the house to the dragon cave, but we do need that lily pad to get further into the cave. We're gonna head to the left here.
You'll pay for that.
Alright, and then these pink fairies sometimes drop Prelude to Love, so I want to see if that works rather than waiting for those fruits to grow. We're just gonna keep fighting them until one of us gives up the Prelude to Love. I feel like I'm being gaslit. Okay, now all we're getting is dragons, so I guess we're gonna have to make it the hard way. Let's head home, go to sleep,
Yes.
and then we're going to, as soon as the apothecary opens, gather some ingredients to make Formula C, which I think is 2 of each yellow and red grass. So I'm just counting it in my mind that we're gonna need 36 of each. So let's hang out at the apothecary until someone mans the front.
Just a little job.
Huh?
Hopefully we can carry 4 stack of each grass right now,
What brings you in?
because I know we do have quite a bit of stuff in our pockets.
What brings you in? What are you? Thanks.
Wonderful.
Come back
So let's head back now.
Come back soon.
I'm just gonna add whatever I picked up in that cave here so that there's a little bit more room in our pockets. And now let's make, I think we need 18 Formula Cs. So we're just gonna make Formula C until we run out of grass. Great, and now let's head back to Rivera. And now we're just gonna sleep and water those plants until they grow. And we can make Prelude to Loves. Who knows how many days that will take.
It's so nice out today.
Good morning.
Good What was I doing again? Good morning.
Good morning.
it my all.
Oh.
Alright, so we have our strawberry and pink melon. I'm just gonna harvest the rest of these. They actually grew in pretty quick. I was surprised. So let's go make our preludes of love. And then head back to the Univere settlement. We've returned, Honduras. Welcome back, Kuruna.
For you.
Here you go, Honduras. The last symbol of bounty, a prelude to love.
Thank you.
Thank you, both of you. How fares your translation? Have you deciphered any more? Indeed I have. In fact, I finished the entire text. Unfortunately, nowhere did I find a clear answer on the testament phrase that had concerned us. I did, however, find a detailed enough accounting of Wright's individual steps. While you were away, I took the liberty of preparing what other accoutrements will require. Does that mean we can do the rite at any time? Yes, we may begin even now if you'd like. Please come with me. Everything is ready for you. What do we have to do? That is simple enough. All you need to do is pray.
Huh?
Pray? That's it? Just follow our lead. Do as we do.
Yes.
Okay. Let us begin. Honduras. Yes? Nothing's happening. So I've noticed. Is it my fault? I wasn't sure how hard to pray. Should I have done more?
No.
No. I could tell that you prayed as hard as you could, though to be honest, I don't believe the strength of the prayers was the issue. Honduras, are you sure there weren't any ambiguous passages that you may have misconstrued? Oh. As I thought. It seems I have. That passage was indeed an error. If you're sure of the error, please correct it immediately so that we can return to the right. The loving couple's testament is a kiss. Huh? Excuse me. The passage stated, the loving couple shall present their testament. Once the 3 symbols of bounty are offered, the couple must kiss. That will complete the rite.
Wait a minute. That can't be right. Are you being facetious?
I assure you, I'm very serious.
That's so.
Oh, I'm not worried per se, but have the two of you not yet kissed?
I never said that. It just... with people watching us.
Yep, PDA is not Karuna's thing. She's definitely about to freak out. Honduras, we might have a problem. That part might be a bit difficult. I see what you mean. How unfortunate. We went through quite a lot of effort to perform this rite, but far be it for me to insist its completion if it makes you feel uncomfortable, Kuruna. I see that despite holding the position of elder, you would rather not go through with this. Perhaps it would be best if we stop here. What? It's a shame that we won't be able to honor our ancestors and bring their old rite back to life, but I'm afraid we must call it here, and... the guilt tripping.
Just 1 minute. I never said I wouldn't do it. I will, okay? Will that make you happy?
It would indeed. He didn't even finish baiting her before she caved. You alright with it too, right? Let's do it. Okay. Now then, if both of you would stand here, please.
A joyous day.
The rite was a success. Trust in the power of such a loving couple to bring it to a glorious close. Are you okay? You look exhausted. With this, our land has ensured a bountiful harvest. Well done, both of you. That must have been draining.
That last bit of it was the hardest part. We made it over the finish line.
There, I did my duty. Indeed you did, Kuruna. I expected no less. Allow me to handle the cleanup. Why don't you go take some rest? Yes, let's go home. I'm tired.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your assistance. It was nothing. It seemed like it really took a lot out of you. Yes, it was definitely tiring in more than one way. But I'm relieved that I was able to successfully carry out another piece of my duty as elder. I'm glad I was able to help out in that way too. We went through a lot of effort to bring that right back though. I'd like to bring word of it to the town later too. And if possible, I'd like to conduct it every year, as it once was. Huh? What? Kuruna? Are you sure you're okay with that? Why wouldn't I be? You do realize that performing the rite means that we'll have to kiss in front of people like that again, every year.
That is the thing. Yes.
And it's certainly not like I hope to show off in front of everyone. We have time until next year. We can think of some way around it. Perhaps there's a method that'll allow us to conduct it without Honduras. But he's the only one who knows how to take care of the prep-rite preparations. Pre-rite. Wow. I've got a face palm for that one. That's true, but
Personally, I like having an excuse for us to be that close in public at least once a year.
if we're gonna do it, I want to do it the proper way, of course. But if I'm being honest, I like that we get a regular chance to confirm that we're a wonderfully loving couple. That is one way to look at it. I suppose it isn't that bad. You're starting to look happy about it, Kuruna. Well, yes, of course I am. Why wouldn't I be?
Fulfilling my duty not only as the settlement elder, but as your life partner as well.
In addition, through the rite, we pray for bounty for the whole region. Altogether, isn't it a wonderfully good thing? Yeah, it is.
Look forward to performing it again next year, together. Though I still feel a little reticent about that one part.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it too. And so ends Kuruna's romance series. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. If you are, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!